Good evening there, everybody. Welcome in the kitchen with Tally Faye. Hope everybody's had them a good day today. It was a nice day here. So far, we hadn't had too much rain or whatever, so, people ain't a-fussing too much. They're hoping and praying we don't get no more for a little bit. Either way, y'all know my thoughts on the rain, but it would be nice to let it dry out a little, just so we can work the gardens better. But speaking of the garden, I'm working on some veggies tonight that I wanted to show y'all. I'm going to do this. This is one of our favorites. It's definitely one of Buzz's favorite things, y'all. And it's our fried vegetable medley that we do. So right now, what I've got, and we do this, y'all, we do this with anything just about that comes in from the garden. I could do some green beans in here, but that cornmeal don't stick to that the green beans very well, and we just had those, so I'm going to use this mixture for tonight. But you can use anything. If only I had some green tomatoes ready. Now I wish I had me some green tomatoes ready, but they're just not quite close enough. So we're going to have our fried vegetable medley from what we have gathered so far, and that is this, y'all. I've got me some yellow squash. Got me some jalapeno peppers, okay? And I'm gonna do up a couple of these little old smaller onions. I'm gonna slice them up. I'm gonna slice me up a couple of them red skin potatoes, leave that skin on them. Slice me up a couple of bell pepper rings, the smaller bell peppers that are too little to stuff. And a part of a zucchini. I am not gonna slice this whole zucchini up, y'all. There is no way, Buzz, and I can eat all of that. But this is the combination of stuff that I'm going to make for this vegetable medley tonight. And what I do is I'm going to take it, slice it all up and everything, and then I have my cornmeal. And y'all know this is me. Y'all know I don't do all that stuff on that breading deal and everything, but I'm going to put them in this bowl. I'm going to show y'all that in a minute. But I'm going to put all them slices in this bowl together. Put some water over it, and I'm going to let it set because I'm not going to start frying these till after a little while. But I wanted to get this part done for y'all. Let them be in that water, and I'm going to take them up out of that water, and I'm going to dip them in this salted cornmeal. There is a pinch, just a little bit, of flour in there. And it don't matter whether it's all-purpose or self-rising, that whatever you got on that. But you want just a little in there that it helps it stick a little better to your wet vegetable. Okay, you don't have to have it in there, but I like to put it in there just a little bit. But I want the cornmeal thing going on with them. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. Cornmeal and salt, pinch of flour if you want to. But I'm gonna take these vegetables and slice them up, y'all. I'm just gonna start slicing them like this big old zucchini here. That thing just makes, oh my goodness, it just makes way too many. So I'm just going to cut it in half, and I'm going to do about that much of it, right? And I'm just going to take it and just do it in these slices. Just like that, right? Slice up my zucchini. Get that done real quick. I don't like to slice them too thick, because it makes them watery, like, they're squishy when you fry them. So you have to find you a good happy medium in there on your thickness of them. But there we go, okay? So there's my zucchini for it, all right? Like the potatoes, I'm just gonna take them and I'm just gonna slice them in the little circles. Just like that. Leave the skin on them. I'll slice these kind of thin. I want them to be crunchy. If I can do it like that. Maybe I can do that. Looky there. It ain't like it's got to be some kind of perfect slicing thing. Okay. So there's me a potato that's going in there. And then I'm going to do me a bell pepper. One of these little bell peppers. I can't wait to do the stuffed bell pepper thing for y'all. Show y'all how we do that and put them up in the freezer. We love having those on hand for the freezer, but these are some little ones that matured early, just didn't get big, so they're great for cooking with like that. But either way, I'm just going to take them and I'm just going to cut them in rings just like this, okay? If you don't want to cut them in rings, you can cut them, you know, in slivers. But I'm just slicing them because all that don't matter to me like that, right? So there's just some bell pepper rings, okay? Now the squash, the yellow squash, we like the straight neck squash. You get to use the neck more than you do like on a crook neck one. But I'll eat either one of them. I think all's mama ever grew was the crook neck. But either way, we got us some yellow squash here, right? Slice them boogers up right there. Put them in there. And then I'm down to my jalapenos. And I'm just going to cut that little cap off. Cut it down through the middle. And I am going to cut them in, see, I'll do them like that. Okay? Seeds and all. Cut the little cap, the top off of it. Cut it in half. And then cut the half in half. And that's all I'm going to do. So I'm going to cut these up. Get some water on them. And I'm just going to let them sit there in that water, y'all. Oh, my onion. Now I'm going to take him, since he's a little one. Let me see here. I'm just going to do me some little rings out of him, I think. Excuse me. Okay. That's them jalapenos starting to make me cough already, tickling my throat. That tells me something already. Them little boogers gonna be hot, y'all. But that's a good bite off in the middle of that fried vegetable medley. And break them up a little bit. You know, just take them and push the rings out, separate your rings. And that way you got little bites of them here and there. Everybody knows fried onions are good. But see, I'm going to finish this plate of them up. But there's the mixture right there that it's going to be when I get ready. But I'm just going to cover them in water and let them sit there in cold water until I get ready. But I'm going to slice these up, have them in the water, and I will get back with y'all after a while when I get ready to fry them up. And then we're going to do some fried riblets too. So I'll see y'all in a little while. Okay, there they are in my bowl of water. So I'm just going to let them sit here in this water until I get ready and got my meal ready and stuff. And I'm going to, got my oil sitting here and ready. So I will start heating that up after a while. But I got me some jars going right now. I got 2 quarts and 2 pints in there, y'all. We're going to put up these little bitty potatoes. We washed them and cleaned them up, made some little bitty ones. We're just going to fill them up in the jar and water bath them. And have them suckers canned up and ready. We're going to eat them just like that, y'all. They good with some butter and salt and pepper and garlic or anything you want to put on them. Some of that man salt, you know, that Tony Chachere's and stuff or whatever. But look, I had him bring the potatoes in. We got them in here in the dining room floor. And look, there's part of the potato. Look at them big old pretty onions, y'all. Yep, it's so wet and everything outside. I don't want them, you know, going bad. So we just bring them in here and lay them out in the dining room floor around the wall. That's about the best you can do, right? But anyway, we're going to put up these little taters right here. Them boogers will be good. So we ought to have us a couple quarts of them and stuff. But anyway, I just want y'all to see that, how we're getting all that going. It's a busy evening already. Been a busy day. But I'm going to fry up some riblets. I got them soaking in the sink. Getting done some pork riblets in this bag. And I'm going to fry them up in some flour and salt and pepper. So we'll have us some fried riblets and some fried vegetable medley here in a little while. I'll show you. Alright, we're going to start loading them potatoes in them jars, see? didn't know how many that little old thing was gonna make, so we just took out a couple quarts and a couple pints. You never know what they'll hold. You gotta get them in there though and be able to cover them with the water when you pour that hot water in on them. That looks good, baby. We'll call that a company jar, baby. The quarts for companies and the pints for us, huh? I don't know, then, Lolo. You're gonna get another pint for sure out of one. The other one come up a little shy, but that's all right. What are you gonna try to just not even put that one in there, or what are you gonna do?
Yeah, because these get a lot of space down in there. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that.
With them being round.
Yeah.
You can only pack them so much. Just take some out of that big quart away. That'd probably be hard to get water on top of them and them. See, they up over the neck. Ooh, what's your arm? Burn the baby.
Who's doing this? Me or you?
I know. All right, let me put this up. All right, I'm gonna get on. Got our caps boiled. Get over here. My big canning pot sprung a leak right in the middle of it, so I had to do some adjusting there. Oh yeah,
first.
That's right. The water would help. Okay, I'm gonna turn that off, baby.
Okay.
That should be enough water in that thing. I hope so. To cover them. Get out of your way on this side. Oh. Figure out which side you can come from. Is it gonna be enough water for them?
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, with that last little jar being slided, so absolutely. Vada voom. Ain't nothing but water in there, y'all. Boiling water over them potatoes. We're gonna put them caps and rings on there. Put them down in that big pot and let them sit there and bubble for like 3 hours. Oh, they look pretty in there, baby. I like the way they look. We debated on whether to scrape the skins off of them or not. The more I thought about it, I was like, shoot, we like them boiled like that with the skins on them, so why not go ahead and put them up like that? Here we go. pretty things, y'all. Ease them down in there, make sure they're covered with that water, and shoot, it's boiling already, ain't it, baby?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna turn that timer on. All right, 3 hours from now, I'll show them to you. All right, it's time to start this veggies frying off in here, y'all. So I've got my grease getting hot on the stove. It's just about ready. And I don't want to drag my camera stuff all the way over here, but okay, I showed y'all that my vegetables were in this bowl of water. I got them floating in this bowl of cold water, right? Also, and I have my salted meal in this bowl, okay? All I'm going to do is just reach down in here, get me a handful of them, let the majority of that, most of that water drip off of it, and toss them in here, okay? Do me a few of them at a time. And now I'm just going to take them and toss them around in here while they're good and wet, so that cornmeal will stick to them good. Get them coated real good. Lots of salt in here. I like lots of salt in my cornmeal on them. But if you don't get enough, as soon as you take them out and take them up, you can salt them on the pan. Let's see if it's hot enough. I want it to be a little hotter than that. I want it to really kick up, because see, if you put it in there too soon, which that's okay right now, but if I keep putting them in there, the coating will come off of it. You want your grease really good and hot when you first drop them in there, just like in anything else that you're frying. It is almost there, y'all. I thought it was ready, so I rushed it a little bit. Okay, now we're cooking with gas, y'all. I'm going to cook some of these bigger pieces in there, get them to going. But you can put it all in there at the same time. You just have to, you know, if it's the smaller pieces, just pick them out, see, like that. I'm going to put me a few in there. But I'm going to work on my bigger pieces of squash and stuff, and my, say my potato hunks, you know. But shake that meal off of them. And they're coated really good then, see? And that's nothing but water that they were soaking in, and meal and salt on them. Y'all, this flavor combination is just so good. It really is. Y'all have to try this. Get you some different veggies and stuff, whether out of your garden or from the farmer's market. Your local produce people. Everybody around here likes to try to support their local guys best we can, right? Okay, that's all I'm going to put in there for right now. And I'm not going to touch that, y'all. Don't touch it. Just leave it alone. If you start stirring around in there and everything, you'll knock your batter stuff off. So just drop them in there and just let them sit there and get sealed real good, and then you can start stirring them around. So I'm going to let them get to that point. Okay, see now if they're starting to get a little bit brown, you can see some of that little bit of browning, so I know that that crust is, you know, sealed on there. So now I can flip them a little bit, like these big pieces. Flip them around in there gently. My potatoes and squash slices or whatever. And see all these little pieces in here, my little onion bites and stuff, I'm fixing to take them up. I can just take them on up out of there while the others are cooking. Just bring them up and pick them out. Let's see if I can get my little thingy here. Save me some digging anyway. But I go on and take some of them little ones up like that and let them big ones finish. Man, y'all, them little onion bites and them, all of them are just so delicious. They each have their own little distinctive flavor mixed in with that. See? Come out like that. Won't be long. I'm fixing to take these up, y'all. But you want them to get good and brown. Let that brown on there good. It gives it a buttery flavor like. That cornmeal has, I call it a buttery flavor when it's fried up like that. You think about how popcorn smells when it's cooking, you know, and I mean, it's corn. It's all corn, just in different ways, right? And so you get that good buttery flavor, I call it. These are ready. They're all beautiful. See there? I'm just going to take them up, spread them out a little bit. Try not to let them stack up too much where they won't sweat. That way they stay crunchy on the outside. And y'all, on this thing, this is the very last thing I cook when I'm cooking a meal with this, because they're best if you eat them right when you take them out. You know, it's like eating French fries or something, right? You know, the hotter they are, the crispier and everything they are. So if you're going to do your vegetable medley, we'll do it last. Let it be the last thing you do. See, I'm going to go ahead and drop my bigger pieces in here this round. Get them cooked, and then I can finish up with my smaller pieces and then just stir it all together in there, toss it around. Here we go. Ding, ding. Round 2. All right, y'all, I'm fixing to take these babies up. They are golden brown in there, and this is all them little good bites that comes along with it, with all your squash bites and stuff. I'll show them to you up close. Let me get them took up here. And like I say, I try to shake them around a little bit. Let them get mixed up in there and not stack up on each other too much. If you're making a big batch of them, I suggest doing it on a cookie sheet. That way you can spread them out a little better. Like when we got company and we're making a big old pile of them, we'll take them up on a cookie sheet. That way they stay spread out and do good. But look, y'all, what do you think of that, huh? Tell me that ain't good, huh? That is the fried vegetable medley, y'all. We love this thing. You got that garden coming in. It's a fun way and a good way to utilize your vegetables, doing different things with them. So y'all give this a try, okay? And everybody, just let me see here. I was going to show you. Oh, if I can get them off of there. See my potatoes down in there? Look at them. They still got an hour and 40 minutes left on their water bath. But we're going to take them up after a while. But anyhow, y'all, there's that beautiful vegetable medley. And our fried pork riblets. That's what's going down in the kitchen in here tonight, y'all. What y'all having for supper? Let me know. Hey, listen, I love you guys. Y'all take care, and I'll see you next time in the kitchen with Tally Faye. All right, y'all, there's the finished product on the potatoes. Look at that. Ain't that pretty? I think they are. Them little boogers gonna be some kind of good. But that's what you get after you cook them down in there. Wash them, water bath them, they'll seal up and be ready to eat. Buzz's pretty little old taters. Y'all have a good one.